The Kernels, of course, in their home goals, black numbers and black trim. Glad you're tuned in with us tonight with both KORN AM 1490 and 1060 AM. The power voice of Central South Dakota, KGFX Radio in Pierre. Mike Miller in the center jump circle along with David Forney. And the opening tip is controlled by Miller. Jason Ackman will grab it, and the Kernels will have first control of the ball. And to nobody's surprise, the Governors will unfold in a 2-3 zone to start the ball game. Here's Mike Miller on the right side. To Young, to Severide, now on the left side to Ackman. Kernels are going to attempt to try to get inside that zone. Baseline, they've got Mike Miller open for 17-footer. It'll bounce no good. Tip of Ackman is good. Ackman sneaks inside and tips in the Mike Miller miss. It's 2-0 Kernels. An excellent crowd on hand here tonight, and in particular, a great crowd from Pierre. Turnaround, jump hook shot, no good. Rebound, that's going to be put back, and we're going to get a foul on Mike Miller. Jason Bisbee with the rebound and the attempted putback of the miss by David Forney. So Mike Miller will get the rebounding foul. There will be no free throws. Governors will play it in. I would look for them perhaps to go right at Mike Miller in the man-to-man defense. Baseline drive, Prunty cut off there. Prunty being guarded by Tom Young. An interesting defensive matchup here to start the ball game. Now on the dribble is Brady Walls. He'll shuffle it back to Rasmussen at the top of the key. Prunty, he wants to drive in the lane, will spin. Tough shot under duress, bouncing good. That one hit the back of the rim, went high up into the air and came down through the net.
It's an excellent crowd. You're right, there is an excellent entourage from Pierre here tonight.
And a good crowd from Mitchell as well. 2-2 your score. Here's Skinny Miller, baseline pass. Skip Young back in the lane. Ackman back to Skinny for a three. Cut! Mike Miller with a three. Kernels lead 5-2. Covers a little problem with the inbounds pass. Bisbee on the dribble, double dribbled it. He was just kind of discombobulated when he couldn't handle the inbounds pass.
Discombobulated?
Yeah. That's my word of the night. Hey, he was a little problem getting himself coordinated down there and double dribbled it. Inbound Skinny, they're going to leave him alone. He thought about a 20-footer, didn't take it. Now off the screen, Ackman will let one fly. That's no good. Rebound, Young got a hand on it, can't control it. Taken out by Brady Walls. It's a 3-on-2. Walls, crossover pass. Prunty, stops, shoots, good. Pretty break by the Governors. They got out quickly on the 3-on-2 and made it work for them. 5-4. Mitchell by 1. About 2 minutes into the game. Here's a pass underneath. Skip Young right back inside. Tom Young going to put it up in traffic. No good. Battling. Got his own board. Put it back. No good, but he's fouled. Foul inside will be on Bisbee, I believe. It is 53 Bisbee will get his first foul of the game, and it will be a shooting foul.
Last night it took to the third quarter before Mike Miller got a foul. Tonight, I think Gary Munson is noticing some things that they're going right after him.
Free throw is good for Tom Young.
Wanted to remind him he needs him to play. Don't get too many too early.
Not been put in a position too many times this year where Mike Miller has been in foul trouble. Tom Young will get both free throws. 7-4. 2 minutes into the ball game. Kernels by 3. Quickly, it's Walls. His defender falls down. Now they throw it in to get a man wide open. Skinny just has to watch. The shot is no good. Put back up there, no good. And Tom Young's going to get a foul. Good job of battling on the boards by David Forney. And you could tell Mike Miller got inside. He thought for a moment about trying to block that shot, then just kind of backed away and kept the arms back. Did not want to risk picking up that second foul. The Governors do have some very strong frontline players. Free throw, no good. Forney will miss. So far, Prunty has both Pierre baskets. The stage is full to the top.
I see that.
Did you notice that?
It's full over here to the top, over there to the top. Almost in the seat.
Second one is no good, too. Missed them both. And the rebound grabbed by Mike Miller. He will quickly send it up ahead to Severide. He won't shoot. Instead, will give to Ackman, straddling the three-point line in the right corner. Out front, it goes to Severide. What are we doing now? A little box and one action. That's what it appears. Baseline open. Tom Young, no good. Battling, going to tip his own rebound, and Ackman's going to get it. Now Ackman will reverse baseline. Wide open. Skip Young. Will it roll? No good. And there's a ball knocked down and a foul call. Kernels are going to have to make those shots. Wide open 8 and 10 footers for the Youngs. Neither one goes down, and a rebounding foul on Tom Young.
It's his second.
That's the second foul on him. So let's see if Gary Munson goes to the bench for Cogley now.
Tonight, I think Pierre is going to play a little deeper than they expected Huron to last night.
Here's Prunty beating the press, and he pops it in. Shane Prunty with the basket. He has all 6 of the Governor points. It's 7-6 Mitchell with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Severide, baseline, Tom Young. They are giving him those shots. Here's the pass to Miller. Right through the lane, up, no good. Looks like he might have got bumped a little, but there was no call. The Governor's playing a little box and one on it. Here's a great drive. Walls right to the basket. Bouncing. Good.
That was a pretty shot.
Brady Walls just took it right by everybody. And the Governor's lead at 8-7. Now we're picking up the pace here.
No doubt about it. The Governors came here to play some basketball.
Here's Tom Young. Ackman open underneath. Now they pass across to Skip Young. He's got a man to beat. It's up and good. Skip Young with his first basket. Now 4 of the 5 Kernels starters have scored. Mitchell back on top, 9-8. You just get that feeling it's going to be one of those games that's going to be that way all the way through. Forney, flip free throw line. Now into the lane. Shot is up, rolling, no good. Rebound taken away by the Governors, and that's a foul coming over the top on Rasmussen. Rasmussen will pick up the foul. That will be the second team foul on the Governors. Ernie Kuiper is now in the game. And out is Tom Young. Here comes Severide. Ernie's going to run the baseline. Skip is up top free throw line. Skip Young. Mike Miller left side to Severide. In the middle is Kuiper. Handed back to Ackman. Down left side, ball's tipped, but controlled by Severide into the lane as it knocked away, scrambling loose to the floor. Governor's going to get it. Taken out of there by Bisbee. Quickly up ahead it goes to Prunty. Prunty spinning once, a shot travels. He worked around Ackman, then had to try to do some fancy work, footwork to get around Skinny. A little too fancy.
A little too much fancy.
So the turnover against the Gums will give it back to Mitchell. Just under 3.5 minutes to play, opening quarter. Now let's see how the Kernels unfold against this 2-1-2 zone defense. They're going to have Mike Miller roaming the middle. Skip Young pass nearly too high. Ernie grabs it down. Now back out to Ackman as the Governors really push that zone all the way around. Here's a baseline drive. Severide tries to give it back. Charge is the call. Nice job of stepping in there by Bisbee. These are 2 very good defensive basketball teams. Severide picks up his first. 3 minutes to go. And the Governors with a basketball, a chance to retake the lead. Bounce top of the key. Prunty for 3. Good. He is a good shooter, and you got to keep a hand in his face. That's 9 points already for Prunty. All but 2 of the Governor points. It's 11-9 Pierre.
Both teams playing, except for the shooting percentages, both teams playing rather confident tonight.
Ackman's pass is tipped loose on front. Kuiper will get it back for the Kernels. He takes it in the lane, tries to bounce it away, and a reach-in foul is called there on Rasmussen, I believe. And that's going to send Rasmussen to the bench with his second foul, and it's going to bring in Ryan Ellenbecker, a 6'2 senior, to replace him. The Governors, 7 of their top 9 players are seniors. Now, here comes Chad Porter in the game. And out will come Severide. Mike Miller inbounds. Ackman open for a 3 from the wing. Short, no good. Rebound tapped in the air. Grab by the Governor. Prunty got a hand on it. Was controlled by Forney. Now up the right side, Walls. He carried it. He stopped the dribble and then took a couple of big steps and carried it right on over. Turnover again for the Governors. That is 3 in the first quarter for him.
Ironically, I watched Ackman practice before the game, and he missed only 1 spot on the 3-point range, and it was from right there.
And there's a ball knocked away from Porter from behind by Walls, but picked up. Now Porter has it back, now having problems with the ball. Now finally gets it out of there to Ackman. That Walls is a ball hawk. Might have got away with a bump there. Come on. Yeah, there's finally the call. Walls was Hey, first of all, he was all over Porter, and then he got a little too close to Ernie, and then he just kind of butted him down with his chest. I really don't know what he expected to fully get away with there.
You're right. I think both teams are playing immense defense, and I think it's just going to be the team that can last it the longest.
Here's Skinny, can't get a shot to Kuiper. Across to Chad Porter, baseline Skip Young. Kernels down by 2. Minute 45 left in the opening period. Here's Ackman. Looking inside. They no longer have the box and one on Skinny. He's open, baseline shot, bouncing, no good. Climbs over the top and out of bounds. So the ball will go back to Pierre. Interesting how different teams will match up against one another. Kernels really had very little problem with Aberdeen, and Aberdeen had beat them here. Pierre really had problems matching up with Aberdeen.
Must have matched up okay last night.
Yeah, last night they matched up 3 points better. Here's Prunty inside, past the 40. He can't get a shot. Now we'll give it up on the baseline to Ellenbecker. Now out front it goes to Walls, and the Governors will set up against the Kernels man-to-man. Looking for the lob inside. Ball knocked away, stolen by Mike Miller. Here comes Mikey, going to lead the break. 3-on-3. He's going right to the hole. You know he is. Count it. Basket counts, and he's fouled. Right to the basket. Mike Miller won the foot race. And if anybody ever questioned the foot speed of Mike Miller, check it out right there. He started out actually behind a couple of the Governors and ran right by him to score.
And draw the foul on top of it.
Foul is on Ellenbecker. Miller can give the Kernels the lead, and he will. Mikey struggled a little bit from the line last night. He shot a ton of free throws, made 13 of 21.
I think he just got tired of doing it.
12-11 Mitchell by a point with a minute to go. Here's a pass inside. Nice. Big up. Good. It counts, and that's the second foul on Mike Miller. Big basket by Jason Bisbee. And it will get foul number 2 on Mike Miller. So now the Kernels have Mike Miller with 2. 2 on Tom Young, and Skinny's going to sit down for a while. Tom Congley will check in. The Kernels have not been in a position too many times this year where they've had to spend a lot of time without Mike Miller on the floor. But they will for a while here.
As soon as that foul went to the whistle.
Free throw is no good. Missed by Bisbee. The Governors are 0 for 3 from the line. They keep, however, the 13-12 lead. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. And I think Ackman's going to bring it out, and the Kernels are going to hold for one shot here.
As soon as the whistle blew, Mike knew that foul was against him, and he was pretty disgusted with himself. You could see it.
Here comes the dribble for Porter. Gives it back to Ackman. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Billy Shears, we need to have a conversation in between commercial breaks, or in between the first quarter break, please. Down to 20 seconds to go. Kuiper in the lane, jump pass, back to Skip Young, still time. Down now to 10 seconds to go. Let's see if the Kernels can get a decent shot here. Kuiper penetrates in the lane. Congley bounce pass Skip Young, going to get it back. Ackman's open for a 3. It is no good as the horn sounds. Mitchell 12. We're back in 1 minute. With Doug Cunningham, Tom Axel back at the Corn Palace. Let's get some first quarter numbers, Doug.
Well, the Kernels aren't shooting expressively well. It's 4 of 14 for 29%. Governors 50%, 6 of 12.
And here's a near steal by Chad Porter. Nearly took it away from Zach Clark just in the game for the Govs. Here's Prunty with Porter guarding him. He's going to try to back his way in. Can't get a shot. We'll lay it back for Ellenbecker. Now Ellenbecker will hand it back to Zach Clark. This is a good defensive battle so far. Skinny's back in the game. They go right back inside to Bisbee. Now right back out front of 3 tries. Going to bound off. No good. Rebound put back up. No good again. And a rebounding foul called on the Governors. Zach Clark. Bisbee had a chance with the rebound but couldn't get it to go. Mike Miller is back in the game. And Harry Munson taking a calculated risk so many times. If a player gets 2 fouls, he's gone for pretty much the end of the half. Not all players are Mike Miller. That is the 6th-team foul on Pierre. Mitchell has 5, so we'll shoot quite a few free throws, I guess, in this second quarter just underway. Here's Kuiper. Bounce pass. Oh, free throw line open. Tom Young. Shot no good. Kernels missing some opportunities, and we got a foul on Tom Young on the rebound. That is a key call because Young also playing with a second foul, now has 3. And that will banish him to the bench for the remainder of this half. Skip Young and Ackman will check in. Porter is out, so the Kernels now with Cogley, Skip Young, Miller, Ackman, and Ernie Kuiper. 1 minute into the second quarter, Governors with a lead in the ball. Pass on the wing to Allen Becker, top of the key, trying to go high-low post. They get it into 40. He's going to put it up over Cogley, rolling good. First basket of the game for David Forney.
For the Governors are playing some very tough defense. Kernels too, I guess.
And both these teams are working extremely hard.
But yeah.
Skip Young in the top of the key to Ackman in the corner. Skinny fakes the 3. Instead goes baseline. Tries to jump pass inside. Nicely does. Cogley shot no good, but he's fouled. Reach-in foul on Ryan Ellenbecker. Cogley got a little too far underneath the basket there. Tried to come back around for a little reverse layup. Flip and was fouled. So he will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
I guess it's we're going to see a lot of players. What I was trying to say is we're going to see a lot of players because some players, obviously, on the Mitchell Kernels, some of them in foul trouble. And I think before the game is over, you're going to see both teams like that because of the tough defense on both ends of the court.
Well, so far, one Kernel with 3, Mike Miller with 2. Rasmussen and Ellenbecker have 2 each. Cogley missed the first, missed the second. Mike Miller's got the rebound. He's right there. Up, no good. Tips it up, keeps it alive. Got it back one more time, Mikey. No, but he's fouled. And Skip Kurth is absolutely livid. He is working on Gary Reed as if to say, come on. He's coming over the back trying to get those offensive rebounds. And you know Skip's working hard because nothing would fit in his game plan like getting a 3rd foul on Mike Miller. Free throw. No good. Kernels have now missed 3 in a row. Well, they've had their opportunities to narrow the gap here. 15-12. Foul, by the way, was on Bisbee, his second. Second one is good. Mike Miller now with 7. Kernels still trail Pierre, 15-13. Governors have the ball, and again, the carrying the ball call made on Brady Walls. Now, that's one of those deals where Walls has probably been doing that all year long. And
he's now getting called for it.
Yeah, you just have some referees that won't handle that call where you put your hand under the basketball and bring it around to the top. Baseline drive, Skinny up, and it's not going to go. And the rebound to the Gums, they want to run. Here's Prunty, cut off by Ackman, spinning, good move. Shot is not going to go, got his own board, and Ackman fouled him on the floor. First foul on Ackman.
I think you're going to see a lot more up-tempo play by Ernie Kuiper and Cogley and maybe even Ackman because of the foul trouble by the other one.
Well, we're certainly starting out with a lot of fouls called in this game. It'll be the one in bonus.
A lot of fouls last night, too, in the first quarter, but they kind of backed off as the game went on. A lot of turnovers, too, last night by the Tigers.
Shane Prunty at the line, shooting the first of the one in bonus was good. He has 10 points.
It's going to come down, I'm afraid, to see who makes the most mistakes. Both teams really going after each other pretty tough.
So many times. Second one is no good. Rebound, Governors keep it alive. And right back, Prunty lost it on the floor. Now still loose. Finally picked up by Skip Young. He will give it off to Mike Miller. 16-13 your score. Pierre by 3. 5:45 to go in the quarter. And again, the Govs in that 2-3 zone. Skip Young, top of the key to Skinny. Off the screen, Ackman doesn't shoot the 3. Looking in the middle, they get it out front. Skinny, that's his spot. Bingo! 3-pointers from the top of the key for Mike Miller. That's 10 points for Mike Miller. 10 of the 16 the Kernels have scored. Prunty has 10 also for Pierre. Ackman trying to stay right with Prunty, trying to stay right in his face. Now we get a mismatch. Look at this. We've got Bisbee being guarded by Ackman. He's going to spin, can't get a shot, back to Forney. Now to Walls. Off the screen, dribbling to the point is Walls. Now again on the left side, Prunty wanting to drive. Mike Miller's on him. He can't get a shot over him. Now back to the top, now back to the side. Now lob inside Bisbee. He can't get a shot. Good defense by the Kernels. On this trip, and the crowd will roar their appreciation. They have made the Governors work for it here. high lob cross-court. Wall thought about a 25-footer, then didn't take it. He's going to drive down. Pierre being very patient, but a terrific defensive effort here by the Kernels. 4.5 minutes to go. And now jump switch will come Walls. He'll drive inside, gives it back out wide open. Prunty for three. Oh, he missed it, and it climbed over the top. Out of bounds. Very rarely will Prunty miss a wide open shot. And listen to the Kernel fans. And they applaud the defense played by Mitchell on that trip, and it was very good indeed. There's a drive in. Mike Miller back off. Ackman for three. Yes! Now the Kernels, who are down by 3, now have nailed 2 threes back to back and lead 19-16. And again, the defense keys it. 4 minutes to go. Bisbee knocked to the floor, and that's no easy task. Offensive foul called on Bisbee.
Coach Kurtz wanted a timeout before that foul happened.
He's going to take a timeout now. He does not want to let this get too far. And listen to the Kernel fans roar. We're back in a minute.
Hi, this is Pam Larson at Commercial.
Timeout before that foul occurred. He was signaling for a timeout, trying to get one, and then the offensive foul came in. Could have saved the foul if they want.
Well, he's very angry because Bisbee was knocked down on this end and then picked up an offensive foul. Free throw by Skip Young is good. That's 3 for Skip Young, and the Kernels up by 4 now, 20-16. Second one on the way. That's going to be no good. And the rebound snatched down by Walls, who will push it up the left side. Now heading to the basket is cut out with a pass to Prunty inside. Foul number 3 on Mike Miller. Gary Munson is not very happy with Mike Miller, who's not very happy with himself. I think he realized he came in and bumped from behind, and the Kernels are going to have to play the final 3:44 of the first half without Mike Miller, as he will go to the bench. And the Kernels will bring in Chad Porter. And now with a noticeably smaller lineup with 3 guards, along with Skip Young and Tom Cogley. Mark this down. Now the Kernels spare the rest of the way without Miller in the game. Free throw is good by Forney. He has 3. He has earned the bonus, 20-17. So Bisbee and Miller both on the bench after picking up 3rd fouls. And the second one is up and good by Forney as well. 20-18. Now Mike Miller very unhappy with himself about picking up that 3rd foul. And we'll see how the Kernels will do without him. I think the Governors now are going to play man-to-man. There's a pass inside. Up Porter. No good. Thought he was fouled. Put it up a little bit soft. And another foul is called. That is the 18th foul called in this first half. That's a bunch.
We have seen Cogley and Kuiper and Porter, all 3 of them, as well as Ackman, step forward to the task earlier this year. As some of the other ones have rested, they've went deeper in the bench. Both teams going deep on the bench tonight, though. So
free throw by Porter. First one no good. Second one is good. Foul, by the way, was on Derek Scheffelbein, and the Governors, just seeing his first action of the game, gets his first foul. 21-18. Let's see if the Kernels could step it up on D here with Miller out of the game. They work it in the corner to Prunty with Ackman guarding him. He thought about the 3. Now will drive into the lane. Trips, falls down. Somehow manages to get the ball out of there to Rasmussen. And then, boy, these coaches working hard, standing up. They lob in, turn around, shot, tough shot, 40. Blocked by Ernie Kuiper, I believe. Ernie Kuiper got a hand on it and blocked it. Here's Ackman, baseline skip, his open shot, no good. But I think they're going to get a charge on Ackman. That is going to be an offensive foul, a charge called on Ackman. As he took the ball in the lane, now Ackman has 2. So the Kernels now with 9 team fouls. 3 on Miller, 3 on Tom Young, 2 on Ackman. Now the Governors will walk down to this end of the floor and shoot free throws. Well, it's been a rugged first half. Very physical.
And I'm afraid it's not going to get any better in the second half.
I'm just going to say, at times it's been downright mean. And at the line now for the Governors is Brady Walls.
It's got to be frustrating, too, to play that tough a defense down inside. You can't get into your game.
Free throw is good.
You can't get into your routine, your game, especially with 2 or 3 of your starters sitting on the bench. We got big guys on both teams sitting on the bench. They can't get into the routine.
Well, that's why you play all year, to try to develop some depth. This is exactly why. Second one rolls out of there, no good. Rebound, Seed, and a great play by Prunty, who made the steal and then turned, and as he was going out of bounds, threw the ball off the leg of Chad Porter and out of bounds, so Pierre will keep the ball. Good heads-up play by Prunty. He's a good player, although he has only 1 point here in the second quarter after 9 in the first quarter. He fakes it here, can't get a shot. Ackman's done an excellent job defensively. Walls for the weed. He nails it. Man, that was a long ways out.
A little payback for the 2 carries of the ball, I think.
And Pierre is back in the lead, 22-21 with 2.5 minutes to play in the half. Here's Porter across to Kuiper. Baseline, going to bring it out, going to be double teamed as it knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. Knocked out there by Scheffelbein. Both student rooting sections still standing. Have been for the whole game. Here's Kuiper. Look out, Ernie. He's in double team trouble. Gets it off to Ackman, who will clear it out to the top. Left side to Porter. Baseline drive. Get a stop. Shot blocked out of bounds. Blocked out there by Dan Rasmussen. So the Kernels will inbound it with 2:05 to play in the half. 22 for Pierre, 21 for the Kernels. Inbounds Cogley. To Ernie, penetrates back out front to Ackman. He works open free throw line. Jumper good. Ackman was 7. That time got inside the zone. Snuck into the free throw line for an open shot. There's a pass up ahead just off the hand.
How did that not be a foul?
Of Rasmussen, and hits the basket. Kernels breaking the other way. Kuiper up. Yeah, it counts. And he's fouled. Ernie.
I think the crowd's going to go into their Ernie pretty soon.
25-22.
That's exactly what I was saying earlier. They stepped up the defense. Kuiper and Cogley, it seems just recently, have really stepped it up when they've been called upon down the bench.
Kernels now lead by 3. Kuiper trying to make it 4. He does not, but the ball tapped in the air. Skip Young had a chance at it, couldn't get it. Neither team is going to be real proud of their free throw percentage at halftime. There's the ball nearly stolen by Porter. It's like he does knock it out of bounds.
Good hustle. But the stomping of the bleachers, by the way, for the folks in Pierre, that was the Pierre student body at the other end of the court.
That's how loud it is in here. With about 3,000 in here tonight, pretty close to it to watch this game.
I'm trying to figure out how much short of an absolute full house we are.
Probably about 400 seats.
Oh, no.
There's the screen, and that's going to be a blocking foul called, and Gary Munson does not believe that one. That foul is called on Chad Porter, and Munson immediately put both hands in the air as if to make some sort of...
I think if the one of the referees is going to get the finer tips of refereeing, too, by this time the Mitchell.
Well, I'll tell you, this has not been a very easy game to referee. I'll give them some credit there. Free throw Walls is good. That makes it 25-23. 10 team fouls on both squads.
I can't believe the amount of fouls we've had.
Second one rolling good. Walls is having a pretty good first half. He is above his average. 8 points. Now double team pressure applied. Kernels with Kuiper as a pass tip. They get it across, however, to Severide. He'll back it out now. Severide is in and Ackman is out. So Kernels in there now with a relatively inexperienced lineup. 4 guys not starters in there. That ball knocked out of bounds.
I thought Dean Minder was going to get a face for it.
I checked that. 3 guys, 3 non-starters in there now. Porter and Kuiper and Cogley along with Skip Young and Severide, who penetrates, now gives it off right wing. Jumper is off, no good. On a miss for Porter, scramble for the rebound. We're going to tie up, and the Kernels are going to have it on the possession arrow. With 49 seconds to play here in the first half. Let's see if the Kernels might decide to hold for one. Oh, Mitchell trailed by 4 points. At the 3:50 mark, when Mike Miller went out, there's a pass tipped out of bounds again by the Governors. I think Gary Munson would be just tickled if they could keep the lead through the end of the half.
If they pull it up to a 3-point lead at halftime, it would be, I don't think, what Gary Munson expected when Mike Miller sat down.
45 seconds to go first half. Aberdeen, by the way, was leading here at 17-10 in the first quarter in Aberdeen. Now just basically standing out front on the dribble. 30 seconds to go. Kuiper now will give it up right side to Severide. Back to Skip Young. Kernels ought to be careful with it till they attack the basket. Now Kuiper standing out there. Walls comes out to greet him. Down to 15 seconds to go. Back to Kuiper. Gary Munson up. I tell you, he's going to work in the sidelines hard tonight. I think he has all season. 10 seconds. Here's the spin. A handoff. Skip Young. Left side. Porter stops. Fires it up there. It's no good. Kernels don't want to foul. From half court, there will not be a battle here in the Corn Palace for the Regents ball to start the second half. And the Kernels are not starting Mike Miller in the second half. In fact, this is the same crew that was in there at the end of the first half for the Kernels. But Gary Munson starts the same way, and there's a baseline drive and a shot put up and good by David Forney. Kernels will Skip Young, Cogley, Tom Cogley, Chad Porter, Jason Ackman, and Ernie Kuiper in the game. And the Governors have their starting unit in the game with the, yes, they do have their starters. Walls, Pruddy, Forney, Rasmussen, and Bisbee. Baseline, Chad Porter going to get in a little trouble. Back it goes to Skip Young, now to Ackman. Squeezes in. Shot on the run is no good, but he's fouled, I think, ahead of the shot anyway. Foul will be on Walls. Again, your foul situation for Pierre. Bisbee has 3. Ellenbecker off the bench with 2 and Rasmussen with 2. Now, very quickly going out is Bisbee. As long as the Kernels don't have Miller in the game, Skip Kurtz not going to risk Bisbee getting his 4th foul either.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
So he comes out, and into the game is Derek Scheffelbein. So the coach is playing a little chess. Open, Porter, jumper way short, no good, and out of bounds.
He'll get the serenade.
As we call it, the air ball serenade. 1 minute into the third quarter. And it's an interesting thought as to why Gary Munson wouldn't start him. There's the travel. That pass a little bit behind Derek Scheffelbein, who caught it on the dead run. And by the time he was able to physically get that ball from behind him to in front of him to on the floor, he'd taken 3 steps already. Kernels will push it back with Ackman at the top, now to Kuiper. In the middle, Skip Young tries to work through the defense as the ball knocked out of his hands, loose on the floor, and the Kernels will keep it. And here comes Michael back into the game.
Wide watch for Brisby to get up off the bench. Yep, there he comes. There he goes.
He getting this figured out.
To reach over.
Okay, it's tough to figure out how these coaches are thinking. It's just fun to watch them do it. So as Mike Miller returns, so will Bisbee. Here up by 1, 26-25. Inbounds Ackman. Kernels spin it around to Mike Miller. Back to Ernie. Penetrates open in the lane. Shot no good. And the rebound taken out of there by Bisbee, who got Cogley stuck in his arm for a while. Here's Prunty. Nobody picks him up. Mistake. He nails the 15-footer from the left wing. That's a dozen for Prunty. And a 3-point Governor lead, 28-25. Kernels working in the corner to Cogley. Back out to Kuiper inside Skip Young. Throws it on the side. Skinny's going to drive. He drives and scores. A lot of contact both ways. Bisbee trying to draw the charge. Goes down, but no call.
Up comes Kurth again. He didn't like that.
That's pretty good no call.
Whoa.
Oh, that ball thrown out of bounds. Governors now have made 11 turnovers in the game. That pass from Prunty just wide ahead to Rasmussen. Just flat out threw it out of bounds. Now the Kernels quickly will push it back, looking to regain the lead. Kuiper, top of the key, Skinny, right side Ackman, baseline drive, cut off, gives it back to Cogley. There's a pass, tipped out of bounds for the Governors. Tipped out of bounds by Prunty. Gary Munson wanted a foul over here on Walls, I think. Both coaches kind of pleading their cases for a lot of fouls in this game.
There's grounds for appeal, I'm sure.
Unfortunately, there is no higher court. We're about as high a court as you get in here. Here's Cogley in the lane, spinning. He can't get a shot. Finally clears it back to Skip Young, and the Kernels will bring it way out near the half-court circle and restart now against the man-to-man. Skinny pass inside Congley, up in traffic, no good. And the rebound, Mike Miller took it away and scored. Mike Miller playing at risk of picking up that fourth foul. Still stepped in there.
Played awful strong for 3 fouls right down inside.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they just decided they're not going to quite call it as close as they did in the first half. Here's Prunty off the screen. Can't get a shot traveled with it. That's now a dozen turnovers in the game.
That's 2 travels on Prunty right away, isn't it?
He's made a couple of mistakes here in the third quarter. Now, again, both teams starting to show a little fatigue here, I think. Skinny off the screen, threw it away. And you really can't blame Skip Young there. He thought Skinny was going to shoot that ball. He was going to the basket to get the rebound, and instead, that ball went right out of bounds. Now here's Prunty. Somebody better pick him up. He's going to drive by Miller into the lane. Blocked out of bounds by Mike Miller as Prunty took it to the basket. I'm telling you, Skinny Miller has taken some chances in there playing with 3. But so far, he has played it smart and not gotten a fourth. Inbounds to the Governors. They're looking to go right back in the corner. They do. Prunty now will drive into the lane. Scoops it up. Got it. No basket. That'll be a charge. Ackman steps in and takes the charge. And amidst all this fouling that's going on in the game, that is the first foul on Prunty.
Really? First
Foul on Prunty. So it remains 29-28. Mitchell by 1. 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Cross court. Ackman from 20. Got! Ackman's got 10. His second 3 of the game, and the Kernels lead by 4. And in this kind of a game, that's a pretty good size lead.
I think is that their biggest lead?
I don't think so. I know Pierre, Kernels have led by 4, and I think Pierre's had a 4-point lead, but not much bigger. Inside Bisbee, turnaround shot, put it too hard off the glass. Rebound, Michael Miller. Kernels look to break. 4 on 3. Mike stops, pops, no good. And we got a rebound battle, a push foul on Skip Young, I think. They'll say he pushed 40 out of the way. It is. That is the first foul on Skip Young. I'd say it was high time both those guys got a foul. Prunty and Skip Young. So with 4 minutes to play in the quarter, a 32-28 game. Governors back on the attack. Down by 4. On the dribble, this is Ryan Ellenbecker in the game now. To Walls. Ernie Kuiper in the game. There's the lob way too far. Walls trying to lob in for 40.
That's 13 turnovers for the Governors. 4 very quick ones, too, in the first half of the third quarter.
And the Governors just not getting back down the floor with the same zest they did in the first quarter. Maybe it's just the way it appears or looks. Kernels work it to Skinny for a 3. Good, and it counts! And he's fouled! And Pierre wants a timeout. Foul on Ellenbecker. 3 by the Skinny kid. He's got 17. Governors want a timeout. Biggest 3.5 minutes to go in the quarter. We'll take a short break. And return to banishment with 3 fouls at the end of the first half to score 7 of the 10 points the Kernels have scored here in the third quarter. He is now at 17 points for the game. Skip Kurth was not about to let the crowd get any more nutso than they were already. So a pretty wise use of a timeout there. And Mike Miller will be at the line. First half, he was 2 of 3 from the line. Can give the Kernels an 8-point lead, and he doesn't.
Doesn't take much for either side, Kernels or the Governors crowd, to get involved in this game.
Quickly, Walls pushes it down the side. Kuiper on him now. They'll jump switch with Skip Young coming out to guard him. Left side. Oh, there's a steal by Mike Miller. They're not going to let him shoot this. Oh, a drive. Great. No, they stepped in front. He missed it. Ernie with the board. That's no good. Tip up. Mike, no good. Another tip is good. Mike Miller working like a longshoreman inside. We'll get a basket.
Oh,
now the ball knocked out of bounds by Ackman. The fans are trying to say that touched Prunty, and I think Prunty knew it did. Now they're going to have a little discussion between the referees, and let's see. Mitchell,
yeah. I knew it. He dribbled it on the ground before it went out. It had to be out. Prunty.
Yes, and Prunty knew it. Prunty was just going to put his head down and say, okay, I think you made a mistake, but we'll take that one. But now the Kernels by 10 with 3 minutes to go in the third. a great little spurt here. Here's Mike Miller, baseline drive, squeeze it in, up and good. Offensive foul, Mike Miller. That's 4 on Mike Miller. So, toss that little equation into the pot. 4 on Skinny. As the Governors stand in and take it, Michael's going to have to sit down. And the Governor fans are glad to see him go. He had 10 points in this quarter alone, 20 for the game. Pressure in the backcourt. Zach Clark. Oh, a blocking foul called now on Ackman. And that's now 3 fouls on Jason Ackman. Tom Young is back in the game. He's playing with 3 fouls.
You know, don't stand at the end of the bench over there. They might throw a suit on you. You're going to have to go pretty deep.
Across the timeline is plenty on the dribble. Being guarded closely, and a really nice job being done on him by Ackman. Left side, Ellenbecker fakes the shot. Now will stop. Give it in the lane. Opens free throw line. Jumper good by Bisbee. Second basket of the game by Bisbee. That cuts the lead down to 8 at 38-30. Now the Pierre fans stand in cheer, trying to rally their squad from behind. Here's Skip Young. Going to claim it back. Ackman way downtown. Shot no good. Long rebound. Grabbed by Kuiper. Kept alive. Now the pass to Cogley. Little bumping going on, but not enough to get a foul. Now shovel back out front comes to Ackman. Kernels going to go back into the attack against the Governor's zone. Now Ackman, now top of the key to Tom Young. Right side to Kuiper. Spinning baseline. Cut off. Got to get rid of it. And the Kernels used a timeout there before Kuiper went out of bounds. He called the time. First back in a minute.
Put a tornado in your home. Get rid of all that dust.
Along with Doug Cunningham, this is Tom Maxwell. And again on KOR in Mitchell and KGFX Pierre. Kernels with the ball after Kuiper using that timeout, so Mitchell did not lose the possession of the ball as he was falling out of bounds. Here's Young back to Kuiper. Minute and a half to go. Let's see how the Kernels play it. Ackman baseline stops, shoots, missed it, way strong, no good. Under duress, rebound grabbed by Bisbee. Up ahead to Brady Walls. Walls wants to do a little one-on-one shake on big. He drives, he shoots, no good. Rebound 40, puts it back, good, it counts. And Cogley will foul him. Tom Cogley with the first foul. 40 with a putback basket, now has 8. And the lead now has been cut to 6.
That's the 5th time that both teams that have went up for a shot and then had a 3-point attempt. 5 times we went to the line after a shot. That's a lot.
Now Tom Young is coming out, and Chad Porter is checking back in. Gary Munson has had to go a little deeper on his bench tonight than he's gone in recent weeks. At the line, David Forney, a 10-point per game average, now has 9 in this game. And it's a 5-point lead. Pierre has cut that Mitchell lead in half, and here's pressure in the backcourt. Kernels will beat it up ahead. They can get a break going here, but they'll slow it down. Skip Young will bounce it back to Ackman with a minute to go. I wouldn't be surprised to see Mitchell salt this time away. Try to hold the ball for the minute with Mike Miller on the bench. And out front, they will do it. Ackman will hold it.
Like they're holding for a pizza to arrive.
Yep, just kind of hanging out. Then I'll tell you what, I've seen both these coaches coach many games before, but I'll tell you what, Gary Munson is really up and working the sidelines in this game. Working hard as you possibly can. Now the Governors look to try to double team if they can. Here's Porter at the point, 25 seconds. Can you hear what they're chanting over there? Usually they used to chant boring in this situation. I don't know if they still do that or not.
I don't know if that's a 90s thing or not.
15 seconds to go.
I don't know what they're...
See if the Kernels can get a decent shot now. They've held it for a long time. Ackman open for a 3. Oh, it's no good. Rebound, Cogley has it. Puts it back up with the horn, no good. Step up, no good, and that's the end of the third quarter. Mitchell, 38. Pierre, 33. Well returned for the fourth quarter. It'll be Pierre that gets the basketball first here in the final quarter. As soon as we get an opportunity, we'll get some numbers. And Mike Miller is back in the ball game. There's a pass underneath. They get an open man. Shot is no good. Forney, though, is fouled by Cogley. Tom Cogley with a foul. Let's get those numbers, Doug.
Well, Kernels are holding pretty true to their average for this game anyway. Shot 5 of 17, 29% third quarter. Governors 4 of 7, 57%. Governors only had 2 rebounds the entire third quarter. Kernels had 7.
At the free throw line, Forney looking for his 10th point of the game. He's got it. Fouled in the act of shooting.
Let's step back a little for the Governors. They had 7 rebounds in the second quarter when Mike was on the bench.
Excellent balance for Pierre, just as they had last night in their win over Aberdeen. Second one, pounding in good. So Pierre now has scored the game's last 7 points and have cut what was once a 10-point lead for Mitchell to 3 now. So now anything can happen. Here's Kuiper in the lane, shovel pass, baseline, Skip Young. Back it goes to Kuiper again. Being guarded by Prunty. Crossover dribble. Inside, great pass. Skip Young, baseline, good. The assist to Wernie Kuiper. 5 points, Skip Young. 5-point Kernel lead, 40-35. Just underway, 45 seconds into the final quarter. Top of the key is Ellen Becker. Ellen Becker, right side, Prunty open for 3. No good. Rebound is Mike Miller's. Prunty has hurried his shot a little bit. Kernels have pressured him in this game, especially since that first quarter. Kuiper penetrates, now throws it just a little wide. Grab a baseline. Ackman jumpers, good. Ackman scores. It's the Kernels' turn to come back with 2 baskets to get the lead back up to 7. Now the Governors beat the pressure. Prunty, surprisingly, will not take it in. He will back the dribble out. Bring it out front. Now out front, a near steal, and now another near steal, and now pass inside. 40, turn around, baseline, short, no good. Bisbee had the rebound, knocked it in the hands of Walsh. He drives and scores. And it counts. And a foul is going to be on Cogley, I believe. Now that's 3 on Tom Cogley. In a great piece of work by Brady Walsh, who becomes the 3rd Governor in double figures with 10.
Well, the momentum is really swaying like a pendulum back and forth, isn't it? Back and forth.
Well, it should be. These 2 teams, I know that neither one of these teams would like to play each other again. It could happen in a state tournament. Free throw good by Walls. He has 11. So now Prunty with 12, Walls and 40 with 11 apiece. And a 4-point Kernel lead, 42-38 with 6:10 to play. Here's Kuiper. He's going to shoot it up there. That ball was blocked. Rebound saved. Ackman right to Cogley, and he missed it. Skip Young with the rebound. Tries to save it. Does to Cogley. To Kuiper. Kernels with 3 chances. Don't get any of them to go, but they save the rebound. There is Ackman. In the corner to Skip Young. So Mike Miller, he's fouled. That's a bumping foul by Ellenbecker, who now picks up his 4th. That is only the 14th foul, however, on the Govs, who still have 2 more to give.
You know, as many people as in, it's pretty quiet in here.
And really not terribly warm. I expected it to be a lot hotter. Inside Cogley, double team, baseline to Kuiper. He won't shoot it. We'll back it out front. Left side to Ackman. Governors have played a little man defense, but mostly the zone. Ackman again for 3. This time it's no good. Long rebound, falling down. Walsh gets it off, and Cogley picks up a 4th foul as he bumps into Ellenbecker. Cogley hustling after that ball. Now the Kernels have 2 players with 4 each on the floor. Why, how much more can the plot thicken? Ackman with 3.
Well, we got 5 minutes left. Anything can happen.
There's still lots of time left. At the line is Ryan Ellenbecker. Pierre does not have a point off their bench tonight.
But you're right, it is getting rather cloudy. The plot is getting cloudy.
Murky, I think they call it maybe. Free throw, Ellenbecker, good. And it's a 3-point game. They have to give Pierre an immense amount of credit. They have battled back from that 38-28 deficit. They've outscored Mitchell since that time, 11-4. And the second one is no good. Mike Miller high up to grab the rebound. It remains a 3-point game, 42-39. Here is Ackman. Up ahead to Ernie Kuiper. What are we doing now? We got a little man-on-man defense now? It looks like they're doing some man-on-man. Skip Young lost the ball. Kernels look a little confused, and so am I, trying to figure out what kind of defense we got working here. We got Walsh chasing Ackman. We got Ellenbecker chasing Miller. We got Ernie running out all by himself. Bounce pass baseline to Young. They're kind of zoned in the middle, kind of manning on the outside. It's more of the man-to-man. Skinny, nice fake. Works free. Jumper, go! Beautiful move by Mike Miller. He has 22 points. First two of the fourth quarter for Mike Miller. 5-point Kernel lead. Prunty looks to drive. Now gives it back to Walls. Now he will hand it off. Ellenbecker now in the corner. Prunty for three. Foul ahead of the shot. A pushing foul ahead of the shot. And I think they're going to call Ernie. Well, they did take away a three-point basket.
Yeah.
Prunty nailed a three-pointer, but the basket's not going to count. Let's see who gets the foul.
I'm confused who gets the foul and
It's Kuiper.
who's going to shoot.
Kuiper's going to get three, and they'll say that the offended party was Jason Bisbee.
Getting some quick notes on the side by Coach Kurz.
So Bisbee will shoot the 1-and-1. The 18th foul on Mitchell. Free throw, good. Pierre shot their free throws better in the second half. They've shot a lot more of them in this half than the Kernels have.
And that's pretty much kept them close, too.
6 of 7 at the line in the second half. The Kernels have shot one. Second one is good. Got them both. Bisbee's got 6, and it's a three-point game again. 44-41. Another overtime between these two would not surprise you. Kuiper in the corner, Skip Young underneath. There's Cogley. Great fake. Tommy got it up and down. Great head and shoulders fake. First basket of the game for Tom Cogley. 46-41 with 4 minutes to play. Here's Prunty. Reverse dribble. Stops. Fires. No good. Rebound is a battle, and the Governor's going to get it. Forney will get it. He'll clear it back to Brady Walls. To Prunty. Inside. Spinning. Forney doesn't shoot. Instead, clears it back to Walls. Out of Prunty. They've cleared out the right side. He's got a layup. Well, you could see that unfold from up here, couldn't you?
There was nobody on the right side of the court. Everybody was over there. He just ran around the whole back and laid it up.
46-43. Kernels by 3. 3:20 to go. Kernels looking for Mike Miller here. And they got to look for somebody. Now they'll clear it out front to Ernie Kuiper. It's hitting down to crunch time. Kernels with the ball. Every possession now becomes a big one. Out front. Here's Ackman, penetrates in the lane. Now back out, gives to Kuiper. Inside Mike Miller, turning. Jump pass. Cogley open, scores. Give the assist to Skinny. And the basket to Cogley. 48-43, and a big basket for the Kernels there. 2:45 to play. We're going to spend her all here tonight, folks. I'll tell you that. Prunty, pretty baseline move. Got it up, no good, but he's fouled. That's going to be Ackman, and I think that's 4 on him.
So that's 3 on the floor, right? With 4?
Yep. Kernels now playing with Ackman, Miller, and Cogley, all with 4 fouls. As we're down to 2:36 to go, Prunty will be up the line shooting a 1-and-1. Or 2 shots, we should say.
That's not Cogley. It's Tom Young, isn't it? He's got 4? No, he's on the bench. Okay, you're right. It's Cogley.
Yeah, Tom Cogley has 4.
There's so many fouls going around that I'm confused.
Free throw, Prunty. First one, good. Man, I tell you, they've been knocking him right down the bottom of the sock all half long. 7 of 8 now from the line. No question, the free throw line has helped keep Pierre close in his second half. And that one's good. Make it 8 of 9.
Guess what, Mac?
And 16 for Prunty.
It's a three-point
ball game again. 2.5 minutes to play. Mitchell 48, Pierre 45. On the line, a trip to the state AA basketball tournament in Sioux Falls. They're going to leave Skinny alone for 3. No good. Rebound, Skip Young had it. He tries to save it and throws it out front. Grabbed by Prunty. The Governors have it. The ball knocked out of bounds to Pierre. with 2:11 to go. That'd have been a huge three if Miller had been able to make it, but it just danced out. And instead, it gives Pierre the basketball, trailing by 3. And out front, Pierre has 2 timeouts left to use. Mitchell has 1. There's a pass inside. Now back outside, a 3 to tie it. It's good. Ellen Becker ties the game at 48-0 with 2 minutes to go.
Pretty much brings the Pierre entourage to their feet.
And a timeout, 20 seconds.
It's going to come down.
Well, we'll see.
It's going to get loud.
I'm curious to see now how the Kernels will play this. Whether they just might try to take all this time off the clock and hold for a last shot. Since Pierre's in that zone, why not just hold the ball? Kernels don't want to do anything stupid, and they're going to have a chance at a last shot. Because if they shoot and don't make it, there's a pass inside. Skip Young, not a Conley, nearly lost it. Now in trouble, clears it out front with 1:20 to go. To Ackman off the screen, he's going to shoot it. It is no good. Rebound Skip Young. However, he'll clear it back to Ackman. So the Kernels shot it and missed it, but got the rebound. And again, they have a couple of timeouts to use. So does Pierre. We're down to 1 minute to go. Skinny for 3. It's no good. Rebound. The Kernels save it. Oh, what a save by Cogley. Oh, how much luckier can you be? Now I think Gary Munson might use that timeout. Here it comes. 43 seconds. We're still tied at 48 with 43 seconds to go. Munson play this. How will Pierre play it? Are they going to sit in this zone? Well, this is actually like a triangle in 2. The Kernels are going to hold. Standing out front is Kuiper with 30 seconds. Here we go. 25 seconds. Kuiper just standing out front, holding the ball. Who will the Kernels go to? A basket sends them to the state tournament. Gary Munson says, okay, now start the wheel. 15 seconds. Here going to play a little man-to-man. 10 seconds. Kuiper, baseline. Going to be in trouble. Gets to Cogley. To Ackman. 3 seconds. Oh, lost in the lane. Ackman picks it up. Shot is blocked. Finner. It's out of bounds. We're going overtime. Perhaps Ackman might have been fouled at the horn. But we're going to do it again. Minutes to go. Now we got 4 minutes on the clock. We go to the center jump circle, and the tip is going to be controlled by Mike Miller and the Kernels. Now what are we saying? Are they going to say that you can only tip the ball once in the center jump circle? Well, they'll say you can't stand there and tip it. I never heard of that one before, but they're going to give it to Pierre. A lot of scrambling and confusion at the end there of regulation, but the Kernels never really did get a very good look. Here's Brady Walls. Prunty really was the guy that stepped to the forefront in the last game overtime. Now the Governor's going to be forced to take a timeout. 15 seconds into the overtime. So
Spring is just around the corner. High school seniors are deciding their future plans and exploring their career options. If you know a high school senior,
Chiropractic Arts Center in Mitchell.
Governors inbound the ball out of the timeout. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. Keep in mind, here's a pass inside. They've got 40 for a turnaround. Good. Corning will draw first blood for the Governors in overtime. So they're starting to say, keep in mind, each team has an extra timeout in overtime. Here just used their 3rd. Mitchell has used 3. Kernels need a hoop here. Kuiper in the lane. Can't get a shot. Gets it off to Ackman on the right wing. Hey, what? Drawing first blood's very important in the overtime period. Pierre did it the last time the 2 teams played. Off the screen. Skinny jumper. It is no good. And the Governors have the rebound. It's Brady Walls up ahead. We've played a minute of the extra period. Another thing to keep in mind, that each Mitchell foul will give Pierre 2 free throws in the corner. A long 3. It's no good. Miller with the rebound. Up ahead to Tom Cogley. Now, they will slow it down. That'd have been a big hoop. Running Hills, that 3 from the corner. So the Kernels back in a position where they need a basket badly.
Bernie did that earlier in the game. I was scared of that happening there.
Now there's a holding foul on the Governors. That's Ellenbecker, and if that's him, he's gone. He becomes the first player to foul out of this game. However, it is only the 15th foul on Pierre. They still have one more to give. Ellenbecker, who hit one of the game's biggest basket, his only basket, tied this game at 48 with 2 minutes to go. He will lead with 4 points at 2.5 minutes of the OT. And again, Pierre has one more foul to give. Now, Gary Munson up, chatting with his players. Munson's worked up a sweat tonight.
Well, he's really worked. Both coaches have really worked the sideline.
Yeah, they have worked extremely hard. Here's Tom Young outside the three-point ring. In the corner to Skip Young. Kernels would like Skinny to touch that ball. Tom Young, he's not been in the game for a while. Now back in. Skinny's going to drive in. He scoops it up and in on the drive. Great drive by Mike Miller, ties the game at 50. Now with 2 minutes to play. Here's a drive by Prunty into the lane. Shot is good. Prunty answers right back for the Governors. He scores, and it's 52 to 50. With a minute 50 to go. Look for the Kernels to look for Mike Miller again. He's going to draw double team action. Tom Young, open jumper is no good, but he's fouled. He's fouled by Forney. And Tom Young will have a couple of free throws upcoming. Boy, you have to look back to the free throws in the second half.
I really kept Pierre in the game that second. Running down the stretch, about the last 3 minutes of the game, seemed like they were always on the free throw line.
They made 9 of 10 free throws in the second half. 8 of 9 in the fourth quarter alone to keep them in the game. Tom Young, free throw, got it. Biggie.
These are biggies, you're right.
Tom Young, all 3 of his points have come from the free throw line. He can tie the game with 100 seconds to play. And he will. 2 key tosses by Tom Young. And the game tied as now he will come out of the game. A minute 40 to go, 52 all. In overtime.
It was like that was his only duty to come inside the game.
Governors will inbound it. Let's see how they play it now. Here's Prunty. Ooh, Kuiper nearly knocked the ball away. Prunty gets it back, thought about a 3, then drives in inside. Shot blocked by Miller. Mike Miller blocks the shot. Kernels have it. Prunty drove right into the middle. Drove right against Mike Miller, who blocked it. Now, what do you do? We hold it again till the end?
Looks like it.
Well, now let's see. Skip Kurth is up. The player's trying to talk to him. Well, let's stand around and take a rest. How about it? Let's all stand up and take a rest, huh? How about it? 1 minute to go. 52 all.
Ernie Kuiper was looking at the basketball like, I don't think there's laces on this.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Is that some fun or what? 45 seconds to go. Kuiper stands and holds the ball.
3,000 people on their feet.
Here is Ackman. Now back to Kuiper. Kernels got to take control of the ball. It's tied. We could do this all over again. Kuiper into the late bounce pass. Cogley, no shot there. Now back out front to Kuiper. 25 seconds left. There's a timeout coming. In the first overtime, we are tied at 52. A short break. Need to get the ball in bounds. They do so to Mike Miller. The Governors no longer have a foul to give. 20 seconds to go. Here's Kuiper. Trying to take care of that ball. He's going to drive in. He'll be fouled by Prunty with 13 seconds to go. So Ernie Kuiper is going to shoot a 1-and-1. Prunty with his second foul. But now,
these are the ones you imagine on playing on the
when
playground.
you're a little kid, you stand in the playground from the time you're old enough to get it up to hit the basket. Now Ernie Kuiper's got a chance. 1 and bonus. First one for Ernie is no good. Miller's got the rebound. Miller's got the rebound. He clears it out. Mike Miller saved him. Here's the handoff to Ackman. To Skinny. 4 seconds. 3 back to Ackman from 30. Short. We're going to go again.
Unbelievable.
And for the second time, the Governors second overtime. Again, I ask, Can these two teams be much more evenly balanced than they are? What a war we have staged here tonight in the Corn Palace. We have now played 36 minutes, 4 more than we're supposed to, and we still don't know any more than we did when we started.
Oh, good point.
And here's the toss for the second overtime, and it is controlled by Pierre. Governors will have first crack at it. Can't argue with the $3 price here, can you? Getting your money's worth.
Get an extra quarter out of it.
Here's Prunty. Pass inside to Forney. Turnaround jump pass. Back outside. Now to Bisbee, who's back in. In the corner, Prunty for 3. Good! Man, this kid is a good overtime player. He had a basket in the first overtime. Now another one. There's a near steal. Wallace does steal it away. And Prunty, his layup is no good. Rebound Ackman. Oh, they missed a big chance there. Walls with the steal. Now up ahead to Ernie Kuiper. Into the lane. He stops and shoots. Good. Kuiper scores.
That makes the score odd. I doubt we'll do it again now unless something happens.
Oh, he's still got lots of time left. 55-54 Pierre. And we're at 3 minutes to go in the overtime period. There again. The Governors working the ball around. Kernels had a chance to win at both the end of regulation and the first overtime. Prunty pass inside, trying to muscle up. Shot good! 40! He also has come up big in the overtime for Pierre. Pass inside, Conley spinning. He can't get a shot. Back to Kuiper. Into the lane. Pass wide open. Skip Young. Oh, he missed it. He missed it. He lost the ball out of bounds. Oh, he was wide open. Underneath the hoop, but he couldn't get it to go down. And the Governors will get it leading by 3. Here's Walls. Will they go for the jugular? Here's Prunty. Baseline pass. Now inside Bisbee. Now back to Prunty. Shot is up. No good. Rebound Governors have it. And now clearing it out of there. Prunty for 3. Look out. It is no good. Rebound scramble. It's a foul on Pierre, I believe. And that should be free throws. Foul is on Bisbee. Now that's 4 on Bisbee. And we'll shoot free throws with 2:05 to go. Man.
I'm running out of room to keep stats here on this piece of paper.
There's some nail biting going on here, I'll tell you that. So now Skip Young will have a chance to atone for that shot underneath the basket. And in his defense, I think he was expecting some body contact on that last shot and didn't get any.
It looked like somebody was coming through the paint. A couple of Pierre players were close. Didn't study. There's one.
Got the first one good.
Looked like a couple of players were coming at him. I think he was preparing himself for body contact, like you say.
Well, 57-55. 2:05 to go in the extra period. He nails them both. It remains a 1-point Pierre lead. Kernels will pressure in the backcourt. Ooh, and Ernie run right into a screen there like a brick wall with Bisbee. Now, Brady Walls on the wing. We're going right down to the last seconds of this one. Oh, man, wide open ball knocked away in the lane. Pierre gets it back. Prunty puts it up under pressure. No good. Mike Miller has the rebound. Knocked away. Prunty has it. Blocked by Miller. And the Kernels are going to get it. Oh, boy. Underneath, Ernie tries to have it off. It's off the leg of the Governors and out of bounds. 1:33 to go. So the Kernels have it down by 1. What a wild flurry of action down at the far end of the floor there. Conley to Ackman. Big possession for the Kernels. They want Mike Miller to touch it. And really leaning on him is Rasmussen. 1:20 to play. Conley, Kuiper, right wing Ackman. Trying to run Skinny off the screen. In the corner, Skip Young. To Skinny. Double teamed he is. To Ackman. Baseline. Skip is open. Good! It's good! Skip scores. Kernels by 1. Stolen by Ackman. Ackman with the steal of the inbound. Kernels have the lead on the ball. 58-57. Now they can just hang on to it. 45 seconds to go. Listen to this place go crazy. There's the foul. Given with 41 seconds to play.
The entire crowd, Pierre and Kernels, Master, everybody on their feet.
4 points in the overtime for Scipio. Now at the line. These are biggies. And the Governors take a timeout. 58-57 Mitchell. Kernels are at the line when we come back in 30 seconds. Well, maybe. It's a one in bonus. I guess the Kernels are hoping it's a couple of free throws. He could give Mitchell a 3-point lead. First one on the way. Good! It's good! Ackman now with 13 for the game.
Coach Gary Munson wiped the sweat off his brow when Ackman shot the first one.
This is a big one. Second one looks good. And it is! 60-57. Keep in mind, both teams will shoot 2 free throws on a foul. There's a plenty for 3 that could tie it. Good! Oh, what a shooter this kid is! He has tied the game again. 60-60. 20 seconds to go. Here's Kuiper. To Scipio. 15 seconds. 60-60. A timeout now again. Shooter, what a competitor. He has tied it again at 60 all. The Governors end it here at the end of the second.
I think my heart would take another overtime.
I know these guys got to be just tired.
Either team.
Either team. Here is Scipio. Kernels got to get the ball inbounds. They do so to Ackman. 10 seconds left in a second overtime. Ackman gets it to Skinny for 3. It's no good. Rebounds in the air. Don't foul. Shot at the horn by Plenty. It's no good. Overtime. For the 3rd time in a row, the extra 4 minutes. And again, as they have done now for 5 times in the game. Or is it 4? And the Governors will control this tip again. It was Pierre that grabbed first blood. And there's a ball stolen by Kuiper. And he calls timeout. A steal by Ernie. And he goes down and calls a timeout. Overtime. Again, a short break. Shall we do it 30 seconds? Well, I preface this thinking that each team has 2 timeouts left after that timeout. Because you get 4 in regulation, now 3 in each extra period. Kuiper gives it to Tom Cogley. Nearly stolen away from Ernie. He drives into the lane, shoots it up there. No good. And Forney has the rebound. And he's going to be fouled by Kuiper. Foul called on Kuiper, his second. Keep in mind now, the Kernels got Miller and Cogley playing with 4 fouls. And Ackman with 4 fouls all through these extra periods.
And most of the 4th quarter.
The Governors got Bisbee playing with 4, but nobody else on the floor now has more than 2.
We've only had 1 go down for the Pierre Governors. 2
free throws for Forney coming up. First one, no good. No good. Forney now has 15 points in the game. He's had a basket in each of the overtime periods. He had made 5 free throws in a row up until that one. The second one is no good, but the Governors get the rebound, and they fall down and travel with the ball. The Governors wanted to call a timeout. But they will ask, but they will not receive. Forney will miss them both. So the Kernels have the ball back. In the corner, Kernels working around. Scipio to Skinny. He'll be double teamed. Nearly lost the ball to Ackman for 3. No good. And the rebound. We got a tie-up. And the Kernels will have the ball in the possession arrow. Cogley battles in and ties up David Forney. We should have a final score on Aberdeen and Huron by now. I would think so. Kernels will inbound it. They do so to Ackman. Around the perimeter, inside Skip Young, back to Cogley. Now over to Ackman again. Somebody is going to make a big basket and win this game sooner or later. We're a minute into overtime 3. Baseline, Ackman shot, good! Ackman scores! Now, pass comes up ahead. Now they get a breakaway. It's Walls, 1-on-2. He drives in. He missed him, but he's fouled. Skip Young fouled him.
You're right. Somebody's going to step forward and do the hero honors for us tonight, whether it be on Pierre or Mitchell Kernels.
Boy, that could have been a big basket because Brady Walls driving in might have made the basket and been fouled. But as it turned out, the ball rimmed out. Skip Young fouled him, just his second foul. But at the line with a chance to tie it is Brady Walls.
He's good at pulling the game to a tie, isn't he?
First free throw is no good. The free throws which had kept Pierre in this game throughout the second half, they have now missed 3 of them here in the third overtime. You can't blame anybody for being dog-tired now.
They were, what, 9 of 10?
Second one, good. Walls now with 12 points. 62-61. Mitchell with the lead in the ball. 2.5 minutes to go in the third overtime. Kuiper gives to Mike Miller. They work it in the corner to Ackman. Here's Mike Miller. Wants to drive, shoots on the run. Good! He scores! 26 for Mike Miller.
That's the same exact shot he did to pull his 4th foul around, I think. Got away with it that time.
Now Pierre needs a basket. Pressure on the inbounds. Kernels now do not want to foul, leading by 3. Look out. Oh, they ran Ackman into a screen, and he's down. He's down. Now will bring himself back up. Plenty for 3 again. No, not this time. Rebound 40 to Walls for 3. That's good. Unbelievable. Walls will nail a 3. We're tied again at 64. Lord almighty. Walls hits the 3 when Prunty does like 2 heavyweight boxers, delivering solid blows. Inside Skip Young, they had Skinny open underneath, didn't go to him. Minute and a half to go. One team will hit a punch and stagger the other. Then they'll get up off the canvas or off the ropes and come back and smack the other one and stagger them. We have thus far staggered into now the extra 10th minute plus of this game. Now comes the boring chant. Are we going to do this again? Is this going to be down to hold it for the last minute?
Is there any Ripley's, believe it or not, people?
1 minute to go in the third overtime.
How about the Book of Records people?
Man, one of these times, the law of averages says the Kernels, who have had great chances to win it in regulation at the first and at the second overtime, one of these times are going to get it done. They got timeouts to use. Here we go. Here trying to steal but not foul. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds. Will we go to a 4th? Careful with that ball handling. 20 seconds. They give it to Kuiper with 15. Now the Kernels. Kuiper into the lane. Hand off Cogley to Skinny. He can't shoot it. Ernie gets it into Cogley in the lane. Shot is no good. Tip up. No good. Tip up is no good. Oh, my God. Oh, I thought that was...
Boy, that's a long ways to go to watch a ball game and come back.
You've got a chance to watch 2 games now almost.
Right.
We're going to tack another 4 minutes on. We've played 12 extra minutes, scored 16 extra points, and the tip is controlled by the Kernels. The Kernels have had a couple of 3-point leads, only to see the Governors nail 3-point baskets. Here we go to start the extra overtime, the 4th extra time period. Hand off Cogley. Here's Ackman for 3 in the corner. No good. He fights back, gets his own board. To Kuiper, jumper Ernie. No good. Rebound. Skinny battling. He's got it. Kernels will keep it. Boy, Mitchell with 4 excellent chances to win this game. Just can't get it done. Here's Cogley spinning. He can't get a shot. Now they work it back into him. He's going to turn a jump, shoot it. No good. Maybe not the best shot in the West. And the rebound to Pierre. Nah, it wasn't their ball. That goal caught the side of the rim. Pierre with a chance for first blood. Here in the fourth overtime. One of the classic high school battles we've seen in a long time. And now officially the longest game since I have been a Mitchell Kernel sportscaster, and why not?
This would be 3. How many overtimes we had?
Up, there's a foul from behind. A push foul on Skip Young. And there's 2 free throws upcoming for the Governors. It will be David Forney as Skip Young picks up his third. By the way, folks, Aberdeen is out of the state tournament.
That is hard for me to believe.
Huron beat them tonight in Aberdeen, 60-58. The Eagles have got to be absolutely crying. Free throw, good. By Forney. Forney makes a free throw. He had missed 2 big ones. Pierre missed 3 of 4 free throws in that third overtime and still prevailed into a fourth OT. Second one, no good. Rebound Ackman. By the way, that's 16 points now for Forney. Kernel's got a 3-on-2. Right to the basket. Ernie, it's up, no good. And a rebound with 2.5 minutes to play in the fourth overtime to Pierre. And a timeout call by the Governors. With 64. Let's break again for 30 seconds. I'm not sure.
Why didn't you try to keep this off?
I know it. My scorebook's an absolute mess. Governors inbound. They're holding the upper hand right now, but still with a lot of time to play in the extra period. And let's see how they decide to play it. Prunty. Now they'll spin it around to Bisbee. Trying to free somebody for layup. They've really spread things out. There's a lot of time to try to hang on to the ball. Leading by 1. 65-64. Pass baseline. Forney working on Michael Miller. Will not challenge him with 2 minutes to go. Here's a drive. Prunty into the lane. Off balance shot. No good. That was not a very good shot. Walk past Ernie. He's got a layup. It's good. Ernie with a basket. Gives the Kernels a 66-65 lead. Tie. And now down to a minute and a half to go. Here's a pass inside. Forney. Shot good. Over Mike Miller. He scores. Big basket by Forney. 67-66. Ernie gets it in the lane. Tom Young. Shot good. Shotgun is back. And he goes off. 68-67. Governors got 3 seconds left. Fourth overtime. 68 period. I've been doing it for a long time. 68-67. Mitchell with the lead. With a minute 13 to go in the fourth overtime. Pierre has the ball. Inbounds to Prunty. These Governors have met every challenge when the Kernels have led late in the overtime period. Prunty, little trouble with the dribble. This is a very big possession for them. Now I think they have 1 timeout left. They've used 7 already.
According to your calculation.
Here's a pass in the corner to Prunty. Lob inside for Bisbee. He's got it blocked. Mike Miller blocked it. Mike Miller blocked it. Kernels have the ball at a 1-point lead with 40 seconds to go. There we go. Now the Governors have got to come out and get him. And Kernels say, come on, Mike, get out here and help Ernie. And how long will they go before they foul? Right there is the answer. 24 seconds. They will foul Ackman. Ackman will shoot 2 free throws.
We've seen it 3 times in a row. 2 free throws, down the other end, 3-point basket, another OT.
These are big ones. 2 for Ackman. Ackman made a couple of big ones earlier. This one, no good. Up the back iron. Ackman made 2 big ones back in the second overtime. And the we're going to keep it right here.
I would just try to...
What a terrific game. Field goals for Mitchell. And only...
Right. 1 for the Governors.
1 for the Governors. Ackman with a huge one here. 24 seconds left, second OT. Come on, Ackey. Got it. Ackman's got it. Here come the Governors, I think, with no timeouts left. 20 seconds. Will we do it again? Here's Prunty, drives into the lane. It's going to be a charge. No! No! They call a block on Mike Miller. Boy, it looked like Mike had the position set. But they're going to call the block on Mike Miller, and he is fouled out of the game. And Prunty will go to the line with 15 seconds to go. Oh, Lord.
That looked like definitely a charge from this angle because it looked like Mike had the set. Mike was set. Aside from the fact that...
oh, boy. We send Michael to the bench with 26 points. And the pressure now on Prunty. But the best he can do here is tie the game with 15 seconds to go. You know what that means?
Or might do it again.
I don't think the Kernels would necessarily want to go to a fifth overtime without Mike Miller. Timeout, Kernels.
They're going to let him
here again.
There's a lot of people with their face in their hands. Oh, that kind of a feeling.
All right, here we go. Well, Pierre can't really think of a guy they'd rather have at the line than Prunty. Now, with a chance to tie the game.
These are big ones. These are the
15 seconds to go. He's shooting two. The first one is good.
These are the playground free throws again.
It's a one-point game. Prunty can tie it with 15 seconds to go. There's the second one, and it is good. He made them both. And now the pressure on the inbounds pass. And a foul called on Prunty. Prunty tried to steal it from Ackman and fouled him. Not what he wanted to do. But still a lot of time to go. Prunty tried to come up and foul or steal the ball away from Ackman. So now the pressure right back on Ackman's shoulders.
See a crowd looking a lot like a jack-in-the-box. A thing like that happens. This half stands up.
I know, sure. Now Skip Kurth is up signaling for a timeout. Ackman free throw. Good. It's good. Now Pierre signaling for a timeout. I didn't think they had any left. Now 70 to 69. Mitchell leads by one with in that crew when Mitchell won the state title. The third place game that night was a 3 overtime. The championship game was a double overtime. All right.
And Monday was a day off for you.
Ackman at the line. This is a big one to say the least. This can give the Kernels a 2-point lead. Ackman up. Good. It's good. Here comes Pierre. Kernels just don't want to let him get a 3. Here comes Walls. 10 seconds. Being guarded closely. Now the ball loose on the floor. He travels. Walls travels. He got hung up. And Ernie Kuiper knocked the ball away. The Kernels are going to get it. And Walls is cramping up. An official timeout. Walls is down on the floor. He's dehydrated. He's pooped out. So is everybody. All the Kernels need to do is get it in play. Walls dribbling in heavy, trapped the ball free. And then Walls, they just need to get it in without Pierce stealing it. Mike Miller on the bench, 2.5 seconds to go. They get it into Ackman. He's fouled with 1.6 seconds to play.
It's taking 9/10 of a second to foul.
2 free throws here, and it's all over. I won't believe it's over until this thing clicks to 000. What a marathon. What a battle between a couple of great high school teams. Here's Ackman. Just don't foul on the rebound. Shooting 2, first one, good! One more, and it's history.
Yeah, they got 1.5 seconds. They're clearing the, they're going to let them have the rebound.
If Ackman makes this one, it's academic. It's on the way. It's good! It's good! The inbounds and the game is over. And what a great, great high school basketball.